Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah.
We got it! We got it!
New 52 book.
Somebody clip this.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Comics League. I'm Jared, and today I'm talking about 4 characters that need to be an absolute Superman. I did this, I think it's last week. Yeah, I did this last week with Absolute Wonder Woman, and I figured, okay, you know what? This will be really fun. You guys really responded to it, so I might as well do it with Absolute Superman. So the first character is Kara, and I think what would be really cool, and I've had this conversation with the other Comics League guys, is that it would be kind of cool if they like flip the origin, because the typical origin for Kara is that she is sent as an adult as like Cal's protector. What if Cal was the one sent as the adult and Kara was sent as a baby? Or maybe she just escaped Krypton on her in her own way, because we know that the Krypton stuff takes place in the distant past. So it could be any way that this could happen. Or maybe they do the new 52 crypto idea where she is in the Phantom Zone, and then like maybe the explosion of from Krypton knocks her out of the Phantom Zone in the modern day. So there is that. Then I would have to go with General Zod. And I think do this when he's like more established as a hero, so you can have that final arc where like the world accepts him because he fought his own people and chose Earth and said, no, you know what? It's kind of like in Man of Steel when Kal goes, Krypton had its chance. It's kind of like that. And then the world will be more accepting of him because he chose this world. So you could do that. Plus, you can also do some really cool, like, classist stuff, because what's actually really cool about Absolute Superman in the past is that the House of L logo, actually represents, like, the working class. You could kind of see that, like, Zod can be, like, super hoity-toity and go, you wouldn't understand because you're just a servant class. Then you have Jimmy Olsen. Just like maybe he's like a podcaster / YouTuber, kind of like he was in, gonna bring this up, My Adventures with Superman. Just like he was kind of in that. And I think that if you kind of go with that, like maybe he's a more conspiracy theorist like guy, I think you could really have some fun with that. And then finally, Lana Lang. Lana, because I think that if you went with Lana, maybe Lana's the love interest of this book, like maybe not Lois, but Lana, because Lois is hunting him. So there is that. But I do like the idea of like, maybe like you can kind of go still have she was his first love, but it's like, obviously he's much older. Maybe she like gives him like maybe he hides out on her family's farm when he's being hunted and she like protects him. So you could do that as well. So those are like 4 characters that I think should be an absolute Superman. Now, again, there's so many characters that they could bring in. I didn't want to go with anyone that's really obvious, because I could have gone with Doomsday. And I'm like, no, because A, they do the death of Superman way too many times, which if I were in charge of the absolute universe, I would say we're never doing the absolute. As long as this universe exists, we're going to flip it on its head. We're never doing the death of Superman. So Dan Jurgens, you don't get royalties. In terms of like Brainiac, he's already in the book. They kind of hinted at him. Zod is the one I mentioned. Parasite, maybe. Actually, you know what? I'll put Parasite as in the number 5. Parasite, they could definitely do that. I think it'd be really interesting. They've kind of played with him in other origins, but I do really think that he could really like do something interesting with that, but particularly Jason Aaron. So, you know what? I think that's a good place to leave this episode. What characters do you guys think would work in Absolute Superman? Just let me know below, and I will check that out. But anyway, if you enjoyed this content, please consider becoming a member, because when you become a member, not only do you get these a night early, but you also get to join me once a month for a members panel. And actually, you get an exclusive live stream at the end of every month where I basically outline the comics I read and give a little short review of it. You get access to my reading log, which is in my community tab for members only. And you get to be in the members exclusive group chat on Twitter. So consider doing that if that's anything that really interests you. So stay heroic, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lame. She belonged to General Zod, Zoas and Maxabat for life. We will see you later. Bye-bye.